Rishi Sunak arrives in occupied Palestine to express support for Israel. Where is the guest staying? At the King David Hotel in Jerusalem. And what did he say during the visit? Well, he stated, "I'm happy to be here at this important time. It is essential for me to express my support for the Israeli people after this terrorist attack." Of course, 77 years ago, Rishi Sunak was not born. Specifically, on July 22nd, 1946, 2 years before the establishment of Israel, the King David Hotel in Jerusalem was targeted in a terrorist attack that resulted in the death of 91 people, or according to another report, 96 people, including Arabs, British, Jews, Armenians, and individuals of various nationalities. The hotel served as the central hub for British operations in Palestine and the Secretariat of the British government for Palestine. Do you want the news from an English newspaper? Here it is. Hotel blast kills 93 people in Jerusalem. Jerusalem, not Tel Aviv. The news continues. 14 British officers were victims of a bomb planted by Jewish terrorists. Would you like a picture of the explosion? Here it is. History records everything. And here's a picture of the British rescuing victims from the rubble of the explosion. Can you see the difference between the hotel they destroyed and the buildings they have recently destroyed in Gaza? I've highlighted them in black and white. Let's see if you can. Let's see if you can distinguish between them. If you can, you will win a star, better than the Star of David. Would you like a video version of the news? Here it is.
The King David Hotel itself. It was in the wing on the right of the picture that the terrorists placed their explosive. And the result of the crime, the tragic scene, is like a serious incident during the Blitz. The hotel housed the British Army headquarters and the Palestine government offices, and casualties were very heavy. 65 deaths are reported, and there is little or no hope of survival for any of the 58 missing. Nearly 50 others were injured. The Jewish terrorist organization, Irgun Tzvai Leumi, openly admitted responsibility for the bombing. Many arrests have been made.
Who carried out the operation? See the news from the Israeli newspaper Haaretz. The Irgun, headed by Menachem Begin, tried to warn the British to evacuate the King David in advance, but nobody listened, and 91 people died. Do you realize that you were hosted in the same hotel? Do you realize that? A coincidence? Surely not. And I believe you should have protested. But since you did not, take a look at the protests back home in London. Tens of thousands support Gaza and demand an end to the ongoing destruction and brutality. It is the largest protest in London over 20 years. By the way, this train driver understands what's going on quite well. Here you go.
Free Palestine! Hope you will have a blessed day today. Look after yourselves. Give a big shout out to everybody. And keep all those people in your prayers. Have a good day.
And I'm sure many more. All decent people around the world understand with whom to stand. But be careful when the situation turns from bad to worse, such as the expulsion of a British citizen from a sports event. Why? Watch this.
Why can I not wear this inside this venue? Why can I not wear it? What's your name? You got this guy on video, yeah? You got this guy on video, yeah? Carry me out. This is exactly what I wanted as well. To show how these Zionists control these movements. You know how it works, bro. What's your choice?
Because he's wearing a shirt that says Free Palestine? You don't want the slogan to be seen? Guess what? Now it's going to be seen by millions of people. Because every decent person watching this film is going to share it on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, through WhatsApp, etc. It will circulate globally. And 70 years from now, it will be a souvenir. Because by then, Palestine will be free. Let me share with you this story in a formal gathering in the British Parliament. a British member of parliament, Bessie Braddock, said to the British Prime Minister, "Sir Winston, you are disgustingly drunk." Winston Churchill replied, "My dear, you are disgustingly ugly, but tomorrow I shall be sober, and you will still be disgustingly ugly." Hope you get it, Mr. Prime Minister. Mr. Sunak, the American philosopher Henry David Thoreau once said, "It takes two to speak the truth, one to speak and one to listen." Do you have the courage to listen? More importantly, perhaps, the courage to act? J.K. Rowling once wrote, "It takes a great deal of bravery to stand up to our enemies, but just as much to stand up to our friends." The question is, unquote, the question is, who is your enemy here and who is your friend? As for us in the Middle East, at the free world, we believe and conquer with what Martin Luther King once said, "In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends," unquote. As for Gaza, rest assured, they have a great deal of courage. I will leave you with a final thought. Did you know that King David killed Goliath with a stone? He was between 13 and 15 years old. Have a nice day.